welcome. This is Sahara playing Dragon Age Inquisition, and I have returned back to Skyhold. There was a quest marker here for Blackwall, so let's talk to him.
This is just... it's something to keep their hands busy.
Oh, you're making a rocking horse.
I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
It's only about the work? What about the wardens?
The Grey Wardens are huge in importance. You're part of that.
True, but without a blight on the horizon, everything the wardens do feels like waiting.
Oh, it's a griffin.
This, the Inquisition, is what matters now. And I'm grateful to be a part of it. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
Wise words.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I even thanked him.
Oops. Grand Tourney?
What is this Grand Tourney?
You've never heard of it? The Grand Tourney of the Free Marches. It's a spectacle. Song, dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the Grand Tourney, and you can make your fortune.
So what happened?
How did he help you?
There were 100 men on the field, each one fighting for himself. The knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the two of us, and we took all comers. The goal, down as many opponents as possible. He always let me deliver the final blow.
A generous act, yeah.
That was generous of him.
He said I stood to gain everything, while he'd lose nothing. When it was over, he offered to mentor me, to teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him.
Yeah, I can see that.
My life would have been very different if I'd followed him. I regret that. But now I believe I made the right decision after all.
Because of me?
If your life had been different, we wouldn't have met.
Nothing escapes your notice. Our paths may never have crossed if I'd gone with the old chevalier. I could never regret this life. Not with you in it.
So, slightly approved. You only slightly approved. There was something here that you were supposed to, he always likes leaning against things. Did you notice that? Dorian does the same thing. Very manly thing to do. I just clicked on you, dude. Come on. He does remind me of my
I hope you can forgive me for pushing you away.
He reminds me very much of my deceased husband. I'm not giving up. Nope.
If you think I'm just going to let it go, you're wrong.
Still, I owe you an explanation. Who I am. What I am. Please, just meet me there.
This sounds ominous.
This is all sounding very suspicious.
Don't make up your mind until we get there.
Get where? Get where? I was supposed to give you some... It says on the map here, Blackwall possesses maps that chart old warden camps and outposts throughout Ferelden and Oasis and Orlais. The wardens who abandoned these camps may have let... Oh, okay, that's only if I find...
Heard you found something that had to do with wardens.
Oh, yes, here we
Would
go.
have liked to have seen it.
I know, I'm sorry.
How much do you know about Corypheus?
Not much. I always thought the stories of magisters corrupting the Golden City were just that, stories. I didn't expect them to be true, and I certainly didn't expect to find one of them still alive.
Yeah, me neither.
Don't the Grey Wardens know everything about Darkspawn?
You don't have to know how a Darkspawn came to be in order to kill it. We're soldiers, not historians. And the world would be better off if people focused on defeating evil rather than explaining how it came to be.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Corypheus stopped being human a long time ago. Darkspawn don't have human lifespans, do they?
No, I suppose they don't. They're unnatural and sustained by evil. It's been thousands of years. You'd think the Wardens would have managed to kill the first Darkspawn by now.
Do you know if there are more Darkspawn like Corypheus?
I don't know. I'm not sure any Warden knows.
Okay.
Let's discuss something else. What do you think of the Inquisition?
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
Thoughts on my advisors, thoughts on my inner circle.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Sarah doesn't know who she is or what she wants, and doesn't even care.
True. It's all very true.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Talked with Solus the other day. That man knows all there is to know about everything.
He thinks he does. Well, maybe he does. I don't know.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
I fear for Cassandra sometimes, the way she throws herself into battle. I've never known a warrior like her.
She gets a little, blindsided, doesn't she?
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Madame Vivian only allied with the Inquisition because she knows it will bring her power.
Yep,
The
agreed.
most poisonous snakes are often the most beautiful.
Yep, I totally agree with that.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Madame Vivian only allied with the Inquisition because she knows it will bring her power. The most poisonous snakes are often the most beautiful.
All right.
What do you think of my advisors?
Cullen. He's got the look of a man who's been through too much. He's seen the best and the worst of humanity, and I think he still struggles with where that leaves him. Still, I trust him to watch my back.
Yeah, I do too, but he has been through a lot. Yeah.
What do you think of my advisors?
Cullen. He's got the look of a man who's been through too much. He's seen the best and the worst of... Still, I trust him to watch my back.
Is that all then? Yeah, it is.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
There was another chance to get romantic with him there, and it didn't pop up again. Let's see here. I like that griffin that you're making. That is pretty cool. I thought it was a horse at first, but no, of course it's a griffin, because that's what, they rode in on griffins.
My lady.
We need to discuss our relationship.
That's never a good sign. What did I do?
Oh, never mind.
Perhaps another time.
Never mind. Okay, so, I'm just looking to see if there's any quest markers, which there was on his, and now I see it is gone. Alright, let's look on another... Oh, we have something here. Special shipments. There's got to be a way to fast travel here, right? I don't see where there is. This is down in the Croft field. Croft hold? Oh, we got something here. The war room. And we had this from the ashes. I never did do it when we were here last time. So I think it's going to be Josephine. Over here. Okay. Come on. I should be able to just walk right over here, I hope. Oh. Then
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, Maker, the smell is everywhere. I was going to use them for dinner and then... I can't recall who took them.
Way of the Artificer from Ob Mechanico Obscura. The words of Three Eyes make one passage stand out. What can this be? To ask that question is prove oneself a craftsman, one who looks upon the raw and wonders what it can become. The Artificer is not of the kin, for she will look upon the same resource and wonder not how it can be elevated, but how it can be made to serve. There are no more words necessary. Multiple schematics follow. Okay, so this is some books that I had to, Who are you over here, Gishi?
Hello, Inquisitor. Honored to help with these, whatever they are. Honored, Inquisitor. Gotzi Sturhalt. Did my part on the walls. Now I'm on this strange collection you've brought us. Don't know its worth to the fight exactly, but it's good workmanship.
What is it? Oh, these mosaics?
Any ideas about the origins of these reliefs?
To Vinter, early. It's in the tool marks, the grain. That's hard dust mined from the 100 Pillars, if I know anything. Oh, I suppose the scene is probably full of Tevinter robes, too.
The 100 Pillars?
Damnedest things. Massive spires that aren't stone. It's like a mortar. Don't know more than that. Strong, though.
Where did you learn your skills?
Orzamar. Carved a few statues in my day. And before you ask, yes, I chose to leave. I carved a paragon who turned out to be a sodding madwoman. Couldn't stand looking at it. The memory of a dwarf, right?
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what, you finish one, and I'll write it up. Who better, right? A good dwarven perspective.
Okay, so...
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
So this must be about the mosaic pieces that I've been picking up. Okay, so that's fast travel there. Anyone here I need to speak to? Nope. Nope, examine again down here.
Inquisitor.
I think this is probably the thing about dire news from the Frostbacks. Yeah, I'd already read this one. As the Chantry continues to flounder, some are concerned that Haven's destruction may predict the Inquisition's imminent collapse. However, there is yet none hope as report. Oh no, it's the different one. Haven destroyed by darkest mints. Dire news from the Frostbacks. The Pilgrim Sanctuary, Haven home to the new Inquisition, has been destroyed. Information is still vague, but some believe a dragon resembling an arch... Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm trying to get over to this... Where are you at? You were here. No, you're not. How did I lose you? By coming out the stairs. Okay. So coming out this way, I lost what I was supposed to do. Because it's over here, but how do I get over there? This is coal. Oh, maybe I have to... fast travel to this one? Will that take me there? Figuring this stuff out is going to be fun. Okay, this took me outside. Okay, that isn't that one. Can't get in that one. I don't know. That doesn't take me anywhere. Mother Giselle. How are you doing, Mother Giselle?
Ah, Inquisitor, you have finally come into your own. The Maker has put you on a difficult path. I pray you walk it safely.
Did you make me Inquisitor?
I remember our talk out there before we found Skyhold. It wasn't just the Maker who put me on this path, was it?
The Inquisitor could never have been Cassandra, or Liliana, or me for that matter. We are too political, too tied to the Chantry and all its failings.
That's true.
But I did not make you stand against Corypheus. I did not make you risk death to save the people of Haven. Only you could be the Inquisitor. I only pray the power of the Inquisition is enough.
I'll do my best to earn this.
You earned this in Haven. The Maker has chosen you to deliver us from Corypheus. You have the faith and support of everyone here. Never forget that. Now, was there anything else?
Do you know about
Can
him?
you tell me anything about Corypheus?
I know nothing of the man personally, but the Chant of Light speaks of what he claims to be. No matter their power, their triumphs, the mage lords of Tevinter were men and doomed to die. Then a voice whispered within their hearts, "Shall you surrender your power to time like the beasts of the fields? You are the lords of the earth. Go forth to claim the empty throne of heaven and be gods."
That was one of the old gods speaking in their dreams?
Yes, Dumat, as I understand it. In secret, they worked magic upon magic. All their power and all their vanity they turned against the veil, until at last it gave way.
That sounds familiar.
That sounds like what happened with the breach.
Very similar, Inquisitor. Above them, a river of light. Before them, the throne of heaven waiting. Beneath their feet, the footprints of the Maker, and all around them echoed a vast silence. But when they took a single step toward the empty throne, a great voice cried out, shaking the very foundations of heaven and earth.
Corypheus said he found only chaos and corruption.
The Chant of Light says that it was beautiful until the Maker himself spoke. And so is the Golden City blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world.
Well, that's your interpretation because you have no idea.
Corypheus seemed so certain that he heard nothing. He described it as dead whispers.
Bitterness, perhaps? He paid a high price for his crime. Violently were they cast down, for no mortal may walk bodily in the realm of dreams, bearing the mark of their crime.
Walking bodily in the realm of dreams is exactly what Corypheus said he did. But the mark, could it be related to the mark I bear?
I cannot say. Perhaps Andraste saw clearly and we misinterpreted her words. It was always taught that the mark they bore was the shape of darkspawn. Bodies so maimed and distorted that none should see them and know them for men. That is all I know of your adversary, Inquisitor.
Some of the Chant of Light describes what we've seen and what Corypheus said, but not all of it.
The Chant of Light is the work of mankind. We of all people must accept that mankind is fallible.
Yep.
Listeners may have misheard one of Andraste's songs. Just one word sung incorrectly could change everything.
That is so true.
How many verses were stricken or changed for foolish political reasons. like the Canticle of Chartan. Still, I would trust these words over any spoken by Corypheus. I hope they help you.
Yeah, mankind is their interpretation of stuff. So this is over here, but I can't get to it. Okay, so there's no way this goes here. How do I get over here? How do I get over to Cole? I don't remember. I'm wondering if this is some stairs that I come up here and then down here and over. And I got a question mark up here. Oh my gosh. Let's try that again. This place is so vast. And it makes no sense to me. This goes to the Undercroft. I don't want to go there. Do I? Oh. It went to a cutscene.
Inquisitor?
The Arcanist has arrived.
You should see for yourself.
Okay, what do we got? They brought a lot of weird stuff with them, the Arcanist. That looks like that would be some kind of a puzzle thing. Or a wicked torture device. Maybe. Well, they did bring a lot of weird shit, didn't they?
Hello there.
Oh, it's a woman? Oh, it's a dwarf. Hello, I'm down here.
Well, don't just stand there slack-jawed. Let's figure out what you need.
Okay, so Skyhold, custom craft weapons. Let's talk to you.
You're the magical advisor?
You're her. The Inquisitor. I'm Dagna. Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. The breach was pretty too. In a destroy everything sort of way.
You're not what I expected. Well, yeah, you're
I
not.
welcome you to the Inquisition and look forward to your contribution.
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible things. Those are the best to make, well, possible. I've looked at Herod's devices. Precision is fantastic, but typical, mundane, old thinking.
Is what now?
No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
You seemed impressed by the anchor. What does it look like to you?
I heard what everyone says what you heard Corypheus say. It's a long chain of who said what. To me, it says key. But keys do a lot of things. Open, lock, switch. Some open one thing, some open everything. It sounds like Corypheus made it to open, but it looks like you can use it to close. It may be that simple. It sure is pretty. Wish I could see through it.
What is it you do, exactly?
I was born to the forge. That's literal in this mythcast. So the hammer and tongue, that's like a heartbeat. But you've a man for that already, and a good one. I'm here because of my passion for magic. Magical study, magical theory, magical enchantment, and through it, the manipulation of masterworks. I studied it all with an objective eye. No secrets, no fears. That lets me apply principles like no other. Maybe one other, but I don't have that wonky of a mind, so I still kind of win.
I'm wondering if she's the one from Dragon Age Origins where there was a dwarf down in Ozamor who wanted to study magic, and we convinced her father to let her go to the Circle of Magi. And I'm thinking her name started with the D, so this could be her.
What's the story with enchanting?
Lyrium's part. In certain rational patterns, it beats like something alive. That's how I see it. So, a mage can make your weapons do things, but with the right runes, the right rarities, your toys become wonders. It's the one thing mages can't do. It drives them mad. Literally. Dwarves are resistant, so it doesn't affect us. Mostly.
So we don't get Sandal and his adopted father in this game. We get her instead to do runes, the enchantments. I'll miss Sandal. I liked him. But, you know, really it makes sense. You can't keep him going from game to game.
You have the ability to make exceptional weapons and armor. Masterworks?
There's an art to the forge, as well as enchanting. You need an ear for it. And hands. Eyes, too. Nothing bad to say about Herod on that front. He's wonderful. But there's this little more needed. With the right bits, an edge can be more than an edge. Armor can do more than protect. A hue can be just a bit brighter. In short, smithing can be more. In short.
Oh, gosh.
Another time, Dagna.
I think this is
Tell me
her.
what you want made, and I'll make sure it goes just right.
Okay, so I'm
Is there
at...
anything, Inquisitor?
I want something...
Dagna, show me what you can do.
Do you want fire? The first ask is always fire. It's fire, isn't it? Here's how it goes. Bring me the rare stuff for enchanting or masterworks and prep it here, just like normal. Except it's not. It's manipulation of primal forces. And I'll make sure it goes just right. We'll see. They'll all see.
Okay, so that's what this new workbench over here is for, I think. No. Can I upgrade potions yet? It'd be nice if I could. Increase healing. I need more. I only have 2 prophets laurels. That's the construction. Craft weapons. Craft armor. Modify armor. Equip potions. Oh, okay. Yeah, and what I had said before, I'm all out of Elfred. You can only do 8. There's no way you can get healing potions to put in here. So I'm stuck with 8 no matter what I do. Okay, so modify. Can I modify any weapons? I have to unequip them to modify it. Which I think is stupid. So if I want to... I have to, and then you have to remember what you had. So I had the sacrificial dagger. And the blade of souls. There's nothing in it. No, okay. And the blade of souls. Where was the blade of souls? Okay, sacrificial dagger. And I had the blade of souls. It was a bleeder of souls. I'm sorry. Okay. I don't know. Craft weapons. Craft armor. I got all the schematics, but so I guess I don't have what I need to do what I need to do. Oh, that's right, I had the storage up here. I forgot about that. Do I want to put anything in there? No, not at this point. Okay, so main hall. So how do I get down to that area? Oh, it's infuriating. Vivian here. Solus. Josephine is over here. Where was she at? She's over here. I think she's on the other side of this room. That's my quarters. Let me wandering around all over again. Okay, she's on the other side of this door. Oh, maybe this is how I get down. Well, there's stairs, but you can't, it's not showing any stairs. What's all of this stuff? Maybe, I don't think I was ever in here. There's a lot of books to read. Okay. The pyramids of Parvalin. The island called Parvalin was the first land in Thedas to be taken by the Canari and has been held by them ever since. But while the Canari have raised their own marvels on the island, the famed city of Quinandar comes to mind. Parvalin had a rich history before the Cune ever came to its shores. Tear your eyes from Canandra's wonders and look instead to the jungle. There you'll see the ruins of vast cities that proclaim in silence, "We were here." Parvalin's distinctive pyramids, looming from the overgrowth, have remained largely intact, even if their intended purpose has been lost. They do not seem to be tombs, though some chambers contain bodies that have been carefully preserved. Amazingly, the pyramid's proportions are mathematically perfect. Since their alignment is so precise, one suspects they served some scientific purpose. Observatories, perhaps. And Van Theritus has observed that the shape of the Parvolin pyramids seems perfectly to match the constellation Solium. We know more of the pyramids than we do of the humans who built them. The Canari came to Parvolin as conquerors, but there is no history and little sign of battles fought on the island's shores. A civilization that could build such vast cities would surely have defenses, armies, perhaps weapons, alien even to the Canari. So why is there so little proof of resistance? One answer may lie in what remains of their temples. Beneath the leaves and vines covering the walls, you can still make out the stylized carvings that adore them. The paint has long since flaked away, but the silhouettes are clear. Intricate sea creatures, shipwrights, musicians, archers, and kings. Here and there, odd figures are depicted. Tall, horned, always in a position of authority and respect. What were these horned figures to the ancients of Parvolin? Priests? Ritualistically crowned? Heroes? Gods, perhaps? We may never know the truth, but when the Canari arrived from the sea, horned and carrying the word of the Cune, perhaps instead of conquerors, the people of Parvolin saw an old legend returning to them. That is probably what happened. This is all supposition. The humans of Parvolin are Canari now. Their ancient civilization discarded like a child's toy. Yet the pyramids remain, along with the old cities, the island itself. One day, greater scholars may hear what they have to say. That's interesting. I would love to go to Parvolin. One moment, I gotta take some water. All right. So, yep, I did. Oh, look at all the spider webs, cobwebs here. So people haven't been down here in a long time, have they? Yeah, I missed this room, to be quite honest. The First Flight, Chapter 2. People today have little concept of the consequences of the second sin. Oh, believe me when I say that when asked, pious chantry going folk will curse the use of foul magic, spitting and snapping their fingers. but none today. But none live today who actually remember the horror that was unleashed so very long ago. Whatever records might have existed, regrettably, did not survive the chaos and ignorance that was to follow. We have only the tales of survivors handed down through the murky ages and the dogma of the chantry to instruct us, and that is precious little indeed. I believe I am not understating what I said, that the second sin unleashed the bane of all life upon Thetis. The darkspawn are more virulent than the worst plague, a heartless force of nature that came into our world like an ill wind. We know from accounts of later blights, as these darkspawn invasion came to be called, never has a more appropriate name existed, that the darkspawn spread disease and famine wherever they tread. The earth itself is corrupted by their presence, the sky rolling with angry black clouds. I do not exaggerate, my friends, when I say that a mass gathering of darkspawn is an omen of dread cataclysm. It is said that those cursed magisters who became the first darkspawn scratched at the very earth to find solace in the darkness of the dwarven deep roads, and there in the shadows they multiplied, whether by intelligent design or by some last vestige of worship in their minds. They attempted to locate the old gods they had once served. They found what they sought. Dumat, first among the old gods, once known as the Dragon of Silence, before the Maker imprisoned him and all his brethren beneath the earth of the first sin, observing the Maker's place in mankind's heart. The slumbering dragon awoke, freed from the Maker's prison by his twisted followers, and became corrupted himself. Dumat was transformed into the first archdemon, his great and terrible power given whale by a rotting, unholy mind. With the darkspawn horde following, Dumat rose and took wing in the skies once again, bringing ruin to the world the Maker had created. The old god had become the eye of a dark storm that would ravage the entire world. So Dumat became the archdemon. Okay, so we ran across... Oh, there's something here. Oh, that's because I haven't come down here. We ran across the Dumat in the DLC for Dragon Age 2. The Folly of General Not Sheraton. 5. If the days that followed, to avoid scandal, the appointment of Not Sheraton was claimed a grand tactic of the true general, who must have orchestrated the whole affair from secret, meaning the cloakroom, for not even his own attendants knew his face, and they would have had the guard whisk him to jail for trespassing. But with his mask restored and wary of the embarrassment, the general was merciful with Not Sheraton, imposing less than half the prescribed lashes and sparing her and her lord the gallows. So the Not Sheraton is a female? They were allowed to leave Orlais on the condition that Not Sheraton was henceforth her name. Okay, so she was a general that got thrown out, and given the name Not Sheraton. So was her name Sheraton? It probably was. I don't know. What is green? What is green? Imagine I should present to you an object which, to my mind, is of indisputable greenness, and ask, does this thing appear to you to be green? Naturally, you might say that it does, for you have come to recognize the appearance of the color of the object to be green, associating the word with what your eye see. But could it be my understanding of green differs entirely from yours? What if perchance you could see into my mind? You might realize that all things that I name green are actually red in your understanding. Ah, without the moorings of objective truth, we are set adrift in oceans of solitary experience. The promising opening to a lecture given by Karsten Gork, philosopher poet at the University of Orlais. The lecture's quality dropped significantly after this point and ended quickly when he subjected audience members to a poorly constructed ode to chartreuse. He fled from the auditorium under fire from students armed with overripe red tomatoes. Okay, but he is right in what he's saying, that we are taught what words are associated with objects and things. But someone who is colorblind doesn't see green. They may see another color for green. So he is right in what he's saying. It's all objective. Is that all that was down here? Okay. But I'm seeing something. Oh, it's outside the door. Oh, here's another read that I didn't get. Oh, I just got experience for it, but I didn't get to see read what it was. All right. Oh, this place is just so huge. Okay, where is it I'm trying to go again? Oh. Was there anything over here? This is how I came down. Okay, this is how I came down. So I obviously wasn't in here before, so we're going to explore.
First, a full wheel of Antivan smoked cheese, and now 3 royals worth of crushed mint. They were right here. I remember seeing someone take them. I can't recall their face.
Oh, Cole did. So this is the kitchen. Okay. Note from the Skyhold Kitchens. Again, if I ever find out who put the turnips in the fireplace, I will personally feed them into the meat grinder. Head cook. That's probably Cole. Another note from the Skyhold Kitchens. Once again, please keep the elf out of the kitchen and check the sugar daily to make sure it is still sugar and not salt. Head cook Donathan. Beneath this is written, try keeping this out, followed by an arrow pointing toward a crude drawing of a phallus. Oh, it's Sarah doing it. Sarah! Quit being so childish. A note from the Skyhold Kitchens. Request for supplies. Potatoes, 500. Flour, 50 sacks. Dried peas, 100 sacks. Salted meat, as much as possible. Willow switches, 4 to break in the new kitchen hands. No, we don't whip people here. Yet another note. How many times do I have to say this? If it falls on the floor, it's still good to eat. No, we have that thing of, count. You count to a certain amount. Oh, I know. We can never go between NPCs. Okay, so what's this area? This takes me down here. And who's down here? Is this how I get over here? Oh, it is. But now that thing is gone, where I was trying to find. This is the stables. Okay. Wow, this is just so. This is Crofthoat. This is where I'm trying to get to. Is this over here? But maybe I have to go down. Alright. Maybe I have to go down here and up. Does that make sense? I bet. Maybe? No. That's the quartermaster. I bet maybe I do. Okay, let's travel. So, I want to go up these stairs. And where are the stairs? Here we go. Or does this just take me up on the ramparts? I think this just takes me up on the ramparts. It does. Okay. But there was also... here it is. From the ashes. Is this it? It is. Okay. Oh, it's Varric. That's right. I had a quest for him. This is what that quest was. Okay. Oi, I swear. Okay. Who's this?
Inquisitor, meet Hawk,
Oh!
champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
No, it's not my Hawk. I was a female.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
We thought we killed him.
This view reminds me of my home in Kirkwall. I had a balcony that overlooked the whole city. I loved it at first. But after a while, all I could see were the people out there depending on me.
Yeah, I was a female. No, this is not my Hawk. But I knew that's what Varric was bringing back was Hawk, and Cassandra knew that too.
You heard about Haven.
I have.
That's why we're here now. And why I have battlements instead of balconies.
May they serve you well.
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible. But we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully my friend in the Wardens will know more.
Yeah, it is.
If Corypheus has corrupted the Wardens, it may be too late to save them.
I understand. I'll do whatever's necessary to stop him. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time, I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Aveline take my brother out of the Free Marches. My uncle Gamlen's still in Kirkwall, but everyone else I used to know, they've pretty much scattered to the winds.
So Beth's yeah, okay. Your storyline is a lot different.
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. And you.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground.
Yeah, he was.
Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back. Or maybe it's old Tevinter magic. But he was dead. I swear it.
And where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up, and the exalted march never came.
Varric said you were the champion of Kirkwall. I've only heard a little about what happened there.
What happened at Kirkwall was the same thing that happened everywhere. Fearful of blood magic and abominations, the Templars brutally suppressed the Circle. And in their desperation to survive, the mages of the Circle turned to blood magic, or became abominations. Finally, a rebel mage named Anders destroyed Kirkwall's chantry, and everything came tumbling down.
I heard that Anders was your friend. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just an Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Okay. From the ashes. So now I gotta find my way out of here. Well, at least I found it. Now I know if I see something up there, it's on the ramparts. But there's also this over here. Which means I can go down the stairs and come up the other way, I believe. Right? Which is this way. And no. Okay. What am I trying to do? All right. This is it? Is this it? It is. Okay, that would take me that way, but I need to go this way. And here? Oh, there's something here I missed. That's because you can't be everywhere in here. Hard in Hightown, Chapter 5. Jevlin was waiting outside the captain's office when Donnan slunk out, defeated. We're not getting any word, are we? Jevlin looked almost relieved. No. Donnan met his partner's eyes. The kid was barely 20 and looked like he'd walked straight to the Kirkwall barracks from somebody's potato. Oh, I already read this one. Mm-hmm.
Strangest thing. When I reached down, my dagger was gone. Just gone. Know where I found it? In a barrel. The thing was filled to the brim with daggers. Got the strangest feeling. I know someone took it right off my belt, but I can't recall who.
Oh, Cole is having fun. Cole is having fun. Okay. And there was something here inside this door. You guys just hanging around. There's a Canary there. Okay. I didn't know we had Canary people with us. Who are you? Oh, Colin. What are you doing clear up here? Oh my goodness. This is your office clear up here?
Inquisitor, I've found where the Red Templars come from. They're in Fall Redoubt. The Knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was complete.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this...
Yeah, I know Samson.
Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
Yeah, Samson was an addict, and we persuaded Meredith to let him, not Meredith, it was her, the commander below her, whatever. We persuaded them to take him back into the Templars. There is, I believe you. That takes care of Samson.
The Red Templars swarming Haven were proof enough.
We cannot allow them to gain strength. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
What's your plan?
Where do we begin?
Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If you confront them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded.
Okay. Unlocked Samson. We have codexes to read now.
As leader of the Inquisition, there's something I must tell you.
Well, that sounds ominous.
You're being especially serious today.
I know. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition. It's been months now.
Why didn't I know sooner? But you could die.
Cullen, if this can kill you...
It hasn't yet. After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
Are you in pain?
I can endure it.
Just do your job.
Thank you for telling me. I respect what you're doing.
Thank you, Inquisitor. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment.
Confessions of a Lyrium Addict. I got a lot of codexes to read. Anything more to say?
Service.
So,
You and the Red Templars' leader seem to have personal history.
When I arrived in Kirkwall, Samson and I shared quarters. He seemed a decent man at first. Knight Commander Meredith later expelled Samson for erratic behavior. He ended up begging on Kirkwall streets. He was reinstated at the Champion's request, but he was still bitter, still angry. Now Samson serves Corypheus as his loyal general.
wow, if I'd known that, I would have killed him. I wouldn't have made any difference, I don't think. Why would he serve?
Why do you think Samson joined Corypheus?
He had a chronic lyrium addiction.
He did.
He spent every last coin buying it from local smugglers. Perhaps Corypheus flattered his vanity, gave him purpose as well as lyrium. Perhaps that's all it took.
And he also, when elves came to him to, but mages came to him to escape Kirkwall, he gave them to slavers. He did do that too.
It sounds like Samson had a miserable life.
The Order expelled him, but he had choices. He could have found another path.
Yeah, he could have.
I don't understand how he became so powerful. Even with red lyrium, Samson's glory days are long behind him.
And they were. They were indeed. Interesting.
Was there something you needed?
Anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
I believe Dagna has settled in well. She's certainly very cheerful.
I think that is.
Is that a bad thing?
I'm concerned she'll cheerfully blow up Skyhold with one of her experiments. The risk is small at present.
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
Okay.
That's all for now.
Well, I'm glad I
I'm
came
sure
up
you
here
have other
then.
matters to attend.
I am glad I came up here. So, what else do we have? This, the war room. We do have to go into the war room, and that's just off of Josephine's. So we're figuring some of this out on how to move around in this place. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, Josephine is over here. She's through. That's my quarters, though. No. She's down here. That's right. Down here. I got distracted by that door, those stairs. That's what it is. I got distracted by the stairs. Okay, there's Josephine. And the war room is on the other side of her. Shall we talk to you? Do you have anything more to say? I don't think so. Oh, she does.
And what else did Lady Forsythia say? That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition. Anything else? She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother. That does sound like her. Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention. You always do find the brighter side of things. We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Navarra, Your Worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
She'll have us flogged alive.
I believe she meant flayed alive. Her ladyship tends to confuse metaphors when she's excitable. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
Dealing with so many demanding, strong-willed people can't be easy.
It's no less intense than my days at court, Inquisitor, I assure you. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antiva. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
I have time if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss. Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Gennard still won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt without mustard stains on it? Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take anything seriously unless it suits its whim. Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
You ought to be freezing.
It went by so quickly, I didn't even notice.
You're far too polite. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
You needed a break. I think you're invaluable. Just a bit long-winded. I think you're invaluable, yeah.
No one else here has your experience, Josephine. Or your stories.
I'll try to curtail their length next time. But I leave feeling less troubled than I have in weeks.
You just leave me up here by myself again. Everyone leaves me. Yeah, there I am, left up here. Like, where the hell am I now? Oh, they do this on purpose. Okay, the war room. They do this on purpose, so that way we learn where to go. Right? So the war room is... Where is the war room? No, this is my quarters. Oh, that's right. The war room is right off my quarters. That's right. No. Why do we have a ladder here? I don't remember this. Also, I have to remember when I leave here, I have to, come on. Jeez. Jeez Louise, come on. Can we climb? It won't let me climb. No, I don't think it did before either, come to think of it. Yeah, it won't let me climb it. Alright, whatever. What the hell? What the hell? Well, how do we get out of here? Oh, that's right, there's stairs going down. This takes me to the throne room. Such a long way to go around. Okay. But still, I didn't get to the... again. Come on. Because I got distracted by... Alright, through here. It's a long ass walk. It's like just keep walking and walking and walking and walking and walking. Summon the council. Finally! Oh, I got an Inquisition perk. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Secret, secret. So can I get my... Please, please, please let me get the... Oh, no, because I need 4 points. I need 1 more point before this will unlock. Training herbalist, gain a collection of tier 1 herbs. Enhanced studies, which I already have. Eagle-eyed, already have. I mean, detailed studies show how to get the maximum usable harvest from each plant. Grants a 10% chance to receive extra herbs with each harvest. Now that I know I'm... Oh... So the only one I can do is this one. Get a collection of tier 1 herbs. Okay. So did that unlock this one then? Hopefully it did. Or deft hands, because now I have 4 in here. Oh. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and close down this episode as it's over an hour again. And when we come back, we will be looking at the map and finding out what needs to be done. So if you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Sahara out.